So, TP3 databases. This is the architecture that the teacher asked. I have to make this quick, it's only 8 minutes. The time limit for the video is 8 limit, so this is the architecture. A primary key here, a primary key here, one here, and one here. 4 foreign keys, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these are the databases in more detail. Alright, so now we have the website. I'm gonna start with the displaying methods. These are to display each table separately, so authors, books, the connection between them, the members, and the loans. And these are the queries that the teacher asked for. So the books that each member borrowed. Here we go here, 3, 4, and 5 doesn't exist. We don't have 5 members, but if you do it, nothing happens. Authors. How many books per author? So Conan Doyle wrote 3, J.K. Rowling wrote 2, and Dexter Morgan wrote 2. Overdue loans. Looks like Barry and Bruce Wayne and late. And books borrowed by each member. Alright, so due to time limit, I'm not gonna test all of these, but I'm just gonna make a little demo. So we have to insert authors. Lewis, Tom, he doesn't exist, but I don't really know any authors. Their author, successful. But if we try to do this again, it will obviously tell us that he does not he already exists. So as you can see, he already exists. Now let's delete him. Let's make sure that he's here. So Lewis Tom. Now let's delete him. 5, delete author, delete successful. Now it's worth it to say that third table, the one that only has the IDs for the authors and the books, gets updated through here. So if we enter a new book, let's say no Bloody Day, horror by Dexter Morgan. Alright, if we go to display, author's number of their books, here we have Dexter Morgan has 3 now, and if we go to the books table, here it is here, and this is supposed to be the book, but we don't really have names in this table. It's not my fault. And we have updates. Now we have updates, so if we just make sure that we have the right, alright, let's make sure we have the right information. So 1, yes, Conan Doyle is British, but here's Irish, so let's make his nationality British again, and update author. The same goes with everything else, but due to time I can't show everything. I have to go to the code. So code wise, I made a class in each file that handles the SQL requests. First of all, it connects, then creates the database if it doesn't exist, the tables if they don't exist. I made sure to tell the database what happens if a foreign key is deleted or a primary key is deleted with these little requests. And so this is to create everything or check if it exists. This is to check if an author exists, or if a book exists, or a loan exists, so you don't have duplicates. And this is to save them into the database. And this is a special function that I had to write for one of these. I think it was members, since I had to check 2 things at once. I had to check if the member exists, and if the book exists. And we have the other classes: class for the authors, for the books, for the members, and for the loans. They each have methods that call to the original function that handles all the database requests. This is the display page. It just displays. Again, we have this massive class that handles all the queries. But in this page, we don't really have any other classes, since I didn't really need them. All I had to do is write one class that has a lot of methods. And yeah, the inner joins here were a bit challenging, but nothing too hard to handle. This is the update page. Same thing. It just checks if something exists. First of all, it's one big class again. It just checks if what we're looking for exists. If it exists, it changes it. If it doesn't, tell you it doesn't exist. It's just as simple as that. Now for the delete page, this was the easiest one to make. It's one query. I made sure to make the functions. I made sure to write as little as functions I can. I didn't want to make a lot of functions, since it was already long to write this and didn't want to make it any longer. It is worth it to say that here in the display there is this method that displays a table depending on what the user clicked on, and there is these functions for what the teacher asked, a display function for each one, since each one is very different. And yeah, I think this is it. Thank you for listening.